what's up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of Latin Affiliated TV. I'm your girl, Angie Smalls, and today we are in the special studio. We're here at Street TV, and I got a special guest. We got Scar in the building.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
It's a beautiful day in LA, and I've seen you a few times around different sets. We've been introduced to each other a couple times, so I'm really excited to have you here today. Like, you look like so much fun. I feel like when I did meet you, obviously, I didn't know where I had seen you from because I'm still like being on different sets lately, but I love that you're really expanding your acting career. You know, from where you started. I feel like things are really happening for you lately.
Yeah, I do it all wherever they need me, wherever they need a homie. Like either to push the stereotype or break the stereotype, I'm there.
That's what it's about, man. Like, let's talk about that. Let's talk about breaking some stereotypes. That's just the perfect topic. You know, because I'm sure you get, you know, judged by maybe your background or where you came from. You know, I know you're from LA, right?
Mm-hmm. The low bottoms.
If you know, you know. I just got schooled on that. But, you know, being out here at Street TV, that'll be a different episode. Shout out to Alex Alonso. I love that you've made a career out of being from gang life and now just using that as like positive direction in your life. And breaking down those stereotypes, right?
Yeah,
because you're like a
definitely.
really cool person.
Yeah, you know, it took a lot of growing up to change the way I used to be. Before I was a hothead, I used to just take flight, and now I kind of realize like all those stuff just put me behind bars or gave me into more trouble. So like I had to learn. You know, I'm not just calm because that's the way I was. No, I'm like, even at any moment I could snap. So I try to avoid certain people in certain areas so I won't go back to that same person. But for some reason, it's like people just want to see that out of me. Like they just picking at me. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? I got kids, I got family to support, I got bills to pay, and the last thing I need to worry about is some failed artist trying to get attention by, you know, trying to poke at me, you know?
Yeah, no, I like that you said that. People trying to get the old you. People will do that, man, especially right now in this day and age of clout chasing and people just going to events for the quick red carpet photo and just to get some notoriety on their Instagram. Um, it it is really hard when you become in a position like where you're at because
Yeah, people will call me cloud chaser. I'll be like, what is that like? I'm not sure how people have different definitions for cloud chasers. Like, it's a difference between someone chasing it and someone actually doing it and being about it and actually showing the work and the numbers. And so, like Drake says, like, I don't even know what that's about. Watch your mouth because, like, you know, I think they're the cloud chasers. Like, usually when someone calls someone something, it's usually what they are. You know?
oh yeah, I wouldn't ever think of you as a cloud chaser. To me, a cloud chaser is someone that isn't making moves and um, really is just trying to be in circles that they should not even be in.
Definitely, you said that on point.
You know,
There's a lot of people in the mix just trying so hard to be in there, but at the same time, they're very toxic to this industry that we're at. And you know, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying like there is a negative to this side of the industry. Other than that, it's all love. It's all good, man. You know, today I get to go to a premiere with the cast of Furiosa and get to watch a stunt show with Jimmy Kimmel and Guillermo. Like, man, like, you know, just to be invited to something like that is like so dope. And I'm bringing my daughter, my friends, like my family, like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm about. Like, just trying to bring everybody together. And that's what I've been doing. And that's what I'm going to continue to do is just put my people on, you know?
hell yeah, no, I love that, and I am loving watching what you're doing, man. I was you got some funny skits. Is that what you like to do? You like to do comedy more? I've
Uh,
been seeing a lot of comedy from you.
I like to do everything. I even like doing I like doing cooking shows, But yeah, I mean, people think I'm funny, but I'm just being real. I'm just being me, and people think it's funny. So if whatever they think is funny is funny. But it's working. It's working. Like just me being myself.
I love it when I meet people that really are sticking to who they are as a person, and I admire people like that. I'm still learning. I'm trying to get better. I'm doing this show now and kind of putting all my energy into it, and it's easy to get pulled in a million directions, or when people see someone making moves, there's a lot of distractions that come, and sometimes I'll fall for it. I'll take the bait, and that's why you probably deal with stuff like that, in your
Mhm.
career, and I'm glad that you are staying focused. And
Yeah, all the time I wake up feeling the pressure. There's a lot of temptation. There's a lot of people that want to take you the wrong direction, and you just got to stay focused and just concentrate on what really matters and why you're doing this. But yeah, it's very hard. I think everybody at this day and age, we live in a time where like everybody wants to be famous. Not everybody, but a lot of people want to get that viral fix. Like they want to see how it feels, and honestly, like it gets hard. It gets hard. Like the more you get out there, the harder it gets, the more pressure. And I've seen a lot of people fall to temptation, fall back. Like it's not easy, And I think it's almost like we never had this in the human history where people gotta work to be famous. It's like wow, like where are we now? We live in the day of social media, but I think in a few years everything's gonna change. The dust is gonna settle,
mm,
and we're gonna like get the fakes out the way and the real on the way to just making this world a better place. That's all I'm trying to do.
yeah, and I think you're actually in a different category as well,
Oh,
because
definitely.
you
I
know
I mean, I don't mean to sound cocky in no way. I don't see nobody on my level, on my lane, like what I'm doing. It's never been done. I think a lot of people like try to categorize me. I can't even say that word. They try to put me in the same level as Hector, this guy Noel G. That I think he pushes the stereotype agenda, but that's all he does. Me, I'm breaking it. I'm breaking every stereotype that they ever thought about us. I make the culture look good. You know what I mean? I come out in so many social experiments. You guys seen me, and where I break the stereotype, and people are like, oh, okay, that guy's actually a person behind the tattoos. Like, I'm a father. Like, I'm a member of my community. I help out like the people, and that's what I'm trying to do. Just show people that we're people too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I like I said, when I was watching you, I was looking you up, what the work you're doing, and you've come out on a bunch of TV shows. You got a new movie you're working on. You start filming in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we got this movie with the homie Vince Romo, and it's this movie about this guy that turned his life around. And I mean that's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to show people like our history, because for some reason this Hollywood scene is just black and white. There's no brown. There's no nothing in there. We're just in the background. We're just people that aren't seen, and now we're getting to showcase like our stories. And I'm there to like make my presence known and make this movie come to life.
Yeah. So, how are you getting the roles that? Because you're getting into some feature films.
Yeah, I just haven't really told anybody, but I just worked on Beverly Hills Cop with Eddie Murphy. I just that was pretty exciting. um, it's not who you know, is who knows you. And it's all about keeping your relations tight, not screwing people over, and that's all I try to do. Just try to be cool with people. Just like today, I got invited to a pretty dope screening of Furiosa, and I get to invite my kids and my friends. You know what I mean? Like, and just have a good time. And it's like I'm not a rich person, but I live a rich life. It's because I'm not out there like just trying to take and take and take. I try to give back and just invite everybody.
Man, and there's like that's why it's so refreshing to meet someone like you, because that's becoming less and less, and but we're in LA. We're in the LA bubble. So let me know where you're watching from. You know, are you guys dealing with the same things on social media? Maybe it's the industry, may as an actor. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but in LA, like there's a lot of people that try and associate with other people that really, again, just don't believe everything you see on social media.
Don't believe the hype. Stop supporting all these people that just say that they're doing it. Pay attention, do your research, actually watch them. Are they really what they're about? Do the numbers match? Like, stop supporting the fakes. Stop supporting the phonies. You know what I mean? Support the real. And it seems like in this day and age, we're just supporting the fakest, um, ignorant people out there that are no good for our society, no good for our kids. And that's not gonna change what I do. I'm gonna keep it positive. I'm gonna keep it pushing. I'm gonna keep showing people like, look, there's a better way. Maybe my numbers might not be as big because I show positivity, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'd rather be known for something good than be hated for something like just totally ratchet and just fake.
Yeah, no, I love that. Yeah, you're right. When you start, you know, leading with positivity, you're right. The numbers probably do go. They're
Hmm.
not as high because in this day and age, to usually people like to watch the train wrecks, and that's what's really helps numbers go up.
Hmm.
But I'm like you, and that's why, like I said, I'm still learning. I all I wanted was to do the show on YouTube, and we just hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm so excited. But it takes effort, and there's a lot of things that you don't expect. When you think you're gonna do a show and everybody's gonna love you, but there's always people that you just can't please, right? And there's always people that you're gonna meet along the way, and then they're gonna turn on you. And I've dealt with that over and over and over. And I think I'm finally learning my lesson. I think I'm finally, but it's a sad lesson too because the lesson is like keep your guard up.
Hmm. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very toxic, but at the end you get to those few people that we do get to touch and like expand their minds. Is like, okay, we're waking up. We gotta wake up to like what's really going on out there, and we're doing a lot of positive stuff. Just like this, we're doing something, and it takes a lot of hard work. And I think a lot of people now they want it so quick, but it takes a whole setup. Like we have, all the equipment here is like thousands of stuff. Like you got to invest in yourself, take the time off, and make sacrifices. Like that's what I do. I make sacrifices, like just to be where I'm at. And I do it for you guys. I do it for the people, but they'll
Yeah.
see. I mean, I think they're seeing it. They're seeing it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm excited to, like I said, I'm really excited to have you on. I think that the work you're doing, the new roles you have, they look super interesting. And just watching you on your skits and stuff, like you are breaking the mold. You are breaking, and that's really what Latin affiliated is about. It's about our people. There's so much. We're a huge like spectrum of people within any race or just human beings in general. Like there's everybody has a different sides to them, and the fact that you can embrace like you're not just claiming like you came from the streets, like you're actually working in the industry, you're
hmm,
getting
hmm,
better and better roles,
yeah,
and people are starting to appreciate like your talent as an actor.
hmm,
You know, and like you said, you're not just playing the same kind of role. You're not just doing like a stereotype, and that's why you can't judge people by what they look like. You
yeah.
know,
People want to bring on my past. Like I came into this industry, I already had kids. Like already, like I'm a working man. Like I left that life behind, and people want to call me out on it. Like, look, I already learned from my mistakes. Like that's not the way. Nobody won. I lost a lot of homies to jail, to drugs, to the system, and it's a new way. And I'm not saying like stop that. Like I think right now it's about embracing our culture and using it as a positive. Like,
mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm doing. I'm showing these kids, look, you could be gangster and still take care of your community. You can still take care of your kids. You don't gotta be a knucklehead. Like, do something good. Like, be a real gangster and take care of your neighborhood. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, be down for yours,
Hmm.
essentially. I'm not claiming to be a gangster or anything, but for sure, I think our being Latino is, we're very prideful, and
Hmm.
that's what I love about us. But again, every day is a new experience. Every day I can try and be better. And I think that's definitely what you're doing. And I love seeing the progress that you're making. And just to really talk more about like you as an actor, what do you love about being an actor?
I mean, I'd never really call myself an actor, but I love bringing these projects to life as best as I can. Like coming to set, like it's like you're in a whole different galaxy. Like once you step in on set, you're in a different world because they're creating this atmosphere where it's like an illusion, almost fantasy. And every time they yell cut or rap, that's the word. Even Martini is like the shot before the last scene. It's like my bubble gets burst. Like, oh, okay, I gotta go back to this reality. But in the moment that I'm on set, I feel like I'm in a whole different like universe. You know,
Yeah.
it's fun. I love it. Like they feed us good. Most of the time, everybody's on the good vibe because we're doing something good. Like it's all positive. Like it's dope
Yeah.
being on set. But sometimes we got these people that are just negative, complaining, wanting to go home, or the pay's not enough. Like you just gotta not pay attention to them. But other than that, it's all positive. Like I love being on set, and I mean, I love like I know that when I'm on set to make history. I'm not just on set for the money. I'm not just on set because it's cool being around celebrities. Like I'm on set because I want to make history. I want to be there. I want to be seen. I want to go down as that guy that was there at that moment. Like, and
Right.
I'm in a lot of viral videos. Like I broken the internet many times, almost every week. For the last 10 years that I've been doing this, I have not stopped like breaking the internet. Like I'm always going viral every week on different projects, and people see me, and they see me out there. And I mean, it feels so good to make that impact, you know, and that
Yes.
is me. Just like being on the Flaming Hot movie about the creation of the hot Cheetos, like that it was me, like to be uh there, like me, like you don't know how like that how good that feels to me, like for me to get those opportunities opposed to someone else that doesn't really deserve it or doesn't really like need
Or
to.
appreciate it.
Hmm. Hmm. Or would just use that and say, oh look at me. Like I think nowadays everybody wants to be, not everybody, but a lot of these people want to be praised for coming out and stuff, and it's not that you shouldn't be praised, but you're doing this for the people to showcase your talent, your work,
Hmm.
your bloodline, like what our ancestors fought so hard to show our history, and now we're doing it on film. And I
Hmm.
think a lot of people just got the misconception that we're supposed to be praised. We're not supposed to be praised. We're here to make a change, make a difference, and just keep going.
Yeah, no, and I think your work speaks for itself, and I think the
Uh,
progress that you're
uh,
making, you're
there's no way anybody can turn on their TV, even maybe even a magazine, and not see me. Like I see myself like everywhere, like without even trying. Like you see me, you guys see me. There's no denying it. Like it's just what it is. It's my time. Like I think like whether we lived in the era of the caveman or to the whatever era it would have been, I would have made it my time, and this is my time, and
Oh shit.
I'm a just keep doing what I do, and you're gonna keep seeing me. Everybody's gonna keep seeing me.
I think it is the best time to be alive,
Hmm. No, definitely,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, we're the pioneers. We're over here doing something that's never been done before. We're setting the frontier for everybody to follow, and a lot of people are trying to follow in my footsteps, and they don't know that that door was just open for me. You gotta be yourself. Don't try to be like nobody else. Be authentic and just follow your own path. Like do what you love to do. Don't try to be like me, or don't hate on me because you can't do what I do. Like what was set for me was for me. Like and for me
Exactly.
only. Everybody can be. Everybody's different in their own way. Like a lot of people don't know, but I love cooking. I want to do more cooking shows. Some people have seen my cooking shows. They're not the best, but that's just what I like to eat. So, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Do you watch any chefs that you are like you get your recipes from? Or are you trying to
No,
redo their dishes?
well, when I go to restaurants, I try to remake them, but mostly like I just
You like reverse engineer a dish?
something like that. Yeah, like making my own. And I grew up watching a lot of cooking shows for some reason. And when I grew up, I just watch a lot of cooking shows, and I'd be like, oh, that's pretty dope. Like, I want to do it all. I don't want to limit myself to just be that cholo guy that just gets killed or is on drugs or does something crazy. Like, I want to be the just me. I just want to be me.
So do you have a cooking show?
I've done a few cooking episodes. I think that's one of my most viral ones when I made like a candy rolls.
I saw the beginning of that. I didn't see the whole thing because
Hmm.
the whole episode is on Me Too.
Yeah.
So I guess I just saw what was on YouTube.
Hmm.
I wanted to see though. I
Yeah,
wanted to
that one hit
see.
29 million views on on um on Facebook.
Oh man. Yeah, you
29
make
million
like these
views, and
can.
Jolly Rancher never reached out to me, like I
Oh
was like
shit! Have you ever
20.
talked to Dogface? Because you know
Yeah,
how
I
like he
hang
got to
around with
deal
him.
with
I know, right? And I was like we did a also we did a before I did the Jolly Rancher, we did a taste test with kombucha, and that's when we broke the internet for the first time. It hit 25 million views in 1 week.
Did you like the kombucha?
I mean, it was different. It was like tasting like fermented fruit,
Yeah,
like a
it's
beer,
definitely
but
an
not really.
acquired taste.
Hmm. And I mean, I liked it, and I think people thought it was funny that I liked it. So to step out of like your normal foods, like, and people got to see that, they were like, okay, look, these people are people, and I'm glad that we were able to break that stereotype, like. But yeah, man, 25 million views the first week, then the second week after that, like, it hit my own episode 29 million views. Like, I mean, these
Dude,
these
that's
numbers are like, hmm
crazy. Oh my god. Whose channel was that? Was that on?
Me Too.
Oh, that was on Me Too's
Yeah,
channel.
I love the Me Too network. They're actually the ones that invited me to this thing tonight, and I love them. Like, we're like family, like.
I like that network too.
Hmm.
Shout out to Me Too.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Damn, yeah. I gotta finish watching that episode though, because you make some
Yeah, I
candy
got a few episodes, and
roses.
I got more. I got more. Like, I teach people how to make a manwich. I want to teach people how
A
to,
manwich?
like, with noodles and hot Cheetos and a piece of bologna and mustard. That's all you need. Like, it'll fill you up for sure.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I love putting chips in my sandwiches.
Okay, yeah,
Is it kind of
definitely.
like that?
Hmm.
Putting Cheetos and
That's like
like.
jail food almost.
Yeah, I do that. I like crunchy. That's what I like crunchy peanut butter. So
Oh yeah,
you
oh, okay.
know that's
You see,
me.
I'm a little older, so I gotta go with the creamy.
Okay. I don't know if what does your age have to do with that?
I don't know. I just, yesterday I was at the market and I was like, should I go crunchy or creamy? I was like, you know what? Like, let me go with the creamy because.
I only eat crunchy. That's so funny that it's not even a thing for me anymore. It's like just automatic.
Okay.
So, all right. So we know you love being an actor. Is there anything you hate about being an actor?
I mean, there's a lot of pressure. A lot of times, you know what, you guys don't know, but I go to set, and a lot of it is improv. So they give me the script at the last minute, and I kind of gotta go as it goes and kind of learn the character right there and then. But it's like, give me the script at least the night before. But like, they do me like that all the
Oh
time,
man.
all the time. I gotta improvise all this, and I never went to acting school or none of that. So all that stuff you see, I had to do it right there and then on the spot. No rehearsal, no nothing.
Wow.
Like, they do me like
That's
that,
talent.
and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit, man. I don't like it. I mean, like, man, just give me like, and it's hard. It's like you can't even ask them for the damn script. Like, it is like, but for what I do, I guess everything's just so fast paced. Like, what I do, everything's at the last minute. Just like you hit me up last night to come here, I was like, yeah, let's go. Like, I got time. Like,
Don't call me out. No, I'm just
no,
kidding.
that's what it is. You got to be up and on the move. Like,
You know what? Thank you. Because you know what? You're right. Because I was like, I really hope he's available. I know your schedule's hectic. And,
yeah, and I'm not even available. I gotta go. Like, you know what I
oh,
mean?
yeah,
But
yeah,
but I'm here. You gotta make the time. I try to be in two places at one time. Like, that's how I gotta do. I gotta be on the move. All the time. Like,
yeah. No, yeah.
it's
I
fun though. It's fun though.
appreciate
I
it.
never know where I'm gonna be at the next day. Even when I get booked on the show, they don't tell us the location or the time until the night before. So I don't know where I'm gonna be at the next day or the time or like that's how it is.
That's what happened with this.
And you know what? With people, people tell me all the time they want to do what I do. Like they want me to bring them, and I'm like, okay, well. And then when it's time, they're like, oh, well, I can't make it. Like I gotta go to a party. I gotta go to or work. Like I mean, yeah, I understand, but you say you wanted to do this. Like I want to be home. I want to go to, to do something, but I gotta make the sacrifices. Just like my daughter told me the other day, she was like, "Oh, my graduation is on next month," and I'm like, "Okay, cool. Well, I hope I don't get booked that day." Like, she's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Well, yeah, like my work comes first," and she's like, "Oh, that's messed up," and I'm like, "Well, like that's those are the sacrifices that I gotta make." Like, I just I push everything to the side because I cannot miss any opportunities, and it might seem selfish, maybe, but
It doesn't seem selfish to me. To me, it's like admirable because, like I said, like I haven't met. It's rare you meet people that are um, staying focused, and that's rare.
or they'll be like, "Oh, how much?" The first question they'll ask me, "Oh, how much does it pay?" Like, hold up, you say you wanted to do this. You're asking me about the money, and then I'll say a certain price. Like, "Oh, well, I'll make more money on my job." Like that's true. I could make more money getting a regular job, and I'll probably make more money sometimes. Like, but that's not the point. The point is you want to be seen. You want to do something different. You want to be around celebrities. Like, you want to
Hmm.
experience it. So when they tell me that, I'm like, okay, well then obviously
Yeah,
you're not ready. Like you're not. Some people are ready. They're like, yeah, let's go. Like I don't care about. They don't even care about getting paid. They just want to
yeah,
be in the scene. But for the majority, they want the money. Like it's not about the money. The money's gonna come. But the opportunity once it's gone, it's gone.
yeah. No, I think, and that's why you're getting to the places that you're getting to because you're going to be with Jimmy Fallon today, and because you're willing to put yourself out there and show up, and you're right. It's rare. Like I always think that people are going to be like me and think like me, but they don't. They don't put the work in. They don't put the dedication in.
Yeah, and I'm actually trying to get booked on a shoot today, so I might have to leave the screening early. Like I'm just trying to work. You know what I mean? That's all. Like you know.
That's some real acting shit. You're going to go
Like,
from like,
even when I'm doing a gig, I'm trying to do the next gig. If there's a gig after that, you know what I mean? Like
damn, okay.
I even done gigs where like I'm on set and I'll leave to the other gig real quick and I'll come back. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
man, it's so stressful. You guys don't know. It's stressful. It's not. It's like you try to be good with these casting agencies and your network. You try to like show up and. A lot of times they'll be like, "Are you available for this?" And even though I'm not available, I'll say, "Yes, I'm available. I'm gonna make it happen one way or another." Like,
Oh, well.
yeah, it's hard. It's hard, and that's how I'm able to like be on all these projects because I never say no. Like I don't care how small, how big, like I'm gonna do it.
No, I love that, man. Anyone trying to get in the acting industry, man, like
Sacrifice.
for sure, it is work. It's not easy. I know that's the whole gig is to make it look easy, but behind the scenes, you really have to put that time in, make yourself available. You got any roles like you got your eye on?
Any roles? You know what? Like, I mean, I done a lot, but honestly, like, to break it down a little bit, like, um, all these roles they give us is just like negative. Like when like for big shows, even
Mm.
for the Beverly Hills Cop, I was playing a cartel member. But in all these movies, we're just drug addicts, dead person number one, gang member number, or and I understand that, now that I see how our people have gotten um, that title, but the good thing is that I'm breaking that, so they're not really giving us these roles. Like we got to make the roles ourselves, but
Mm-hmm.
we're not gonna get any. Like you're not gonna see me in the movie where I'm like the father working hard, like without something bad happening. Like we're not anytime soon. It's 2024 and we're still not there yet. We're still not there yet. Like even just regular Hispanics, we're just gang members to these people. Like somehow, some way, you're affiliated with the cartel. So that I don't really have my eyes on any roles, but I do have my eyes on creating my own roles, my own episodes. I want to direct my own movie. Like I want to do my own thing, and not have people tell me what to do all the time. You know.
Okay. So
But if they need a gangster to get killed, and I mean to be there and do something crazy, I'm gonna be there. You know what I mean? But I am trying to create my own person. You know.
yeah, no, I love that. Like, yeah, for sure. People like humans are complicated just in general. Like, you can never just put a person in a box. It just doesn't work like that. Like, I'm learning a lot about you today, and I was laughing my ass off when I was looking at your Instagram last night. You just did a skit with Anwar, who's a like pretty big
Yeah,
comedian,
he's
right?
big. He's big. Like I love that guy. He has his own restaurant too in downtown LA. You should check
Really?
it out. It's really good.
Oh shit! Why don't you go cook over there?
Well, I think it's Mediterranean food.
I love Mediterranean food.
Oh man, it's so good. He always brings it to set, and yeah, that guy has a lot of followers, and he gives me the opportunity to come out in his videos, and we build a relation. We're like we're just we're cool, man, and I'm glad that I get to be the one right there, like make
That
his
skit
vision
was
come alive.
funny.
Yeah, he's always fun. He's like, and I like watching him too. Like to watch somebody that you could laugh and then see him on set and work with him. It's like damn, like it's pretty cool, you know.
Yeah, no, it's really crazy how you can make things happen, and then before you know it, you're working alongside huge people like that.
You know who I want to work with is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, I heard
That's my idol.
you're a Terminator.
Oh, you heard? Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And I heard you. I mean, you play him every Halloween.
Yeah,
Or you dress up as him
I
every
dress up
Halloween.
as a Terminator.
So that's what your costume's gonna be.
Yeah, pretty much. I try to make it a little better each time. I think last year I wasn't really feeling it, but in
Really?
my mind I was. I mean, I got a really bad Terminator tattoo on the back of my head. It's
Yeah.
like really bad, but I'm gonna fix it. But yeah, I think I done a production with Universal Studios at the Universal Studios lot
I saw that.
for a promotion
That was
for
cool.
one of the Terminator movies. I forgot which one it was because after Terminator 2, like there's no good ones. But they dressed me up like as a Terminator professional
How did
makeup.
that prosthetic fell on your face?
I mean, it feels
Was
like
that
you got
hard
a
to
like a
put on?
diaper on your face, just just gooey, just And then when we finished that promo video, I told him not to take it off. I had a business meeting that night, so I had to wait till like we finished in the afternoon. I went home with it, and then went to the business meeting that night. Like just wearing it, went to the bar, and
You walked in like that? That's
yeah, I was like, no,
hilarious.
don't take this off. Like I want to keep it.
And what were people doing? Wait,
Uh,
what month
you know
was
what?
it? Was it anywhere near Halloween?
No, it was nowhere near Halloween. You know what? Actually went to this bar to go to the meeting, and people weren't. They'll look, but they won't really be like, "Hey, what's
They
going
didn't
on?"
want to stare.
Like they'll just be like,
were
"Oh,
being
okay,"
nice.
like nothing, like I was like, "Okay, cool," like that's how it is. That's how it's supposed to be, like like.
Right, right, right,
Like,
right.
yeah, like it ain't no thing. That this is LA. You see Terminators walking around everywhere.
For sure. Oh man, that's hilarious. Yeah. Do you would you ever do more prosthetics like that, like in a different movie role?
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
if they had to like put a fake nose on you or something.
Yeah, I done it once where I had to be like a lizard man for
Oh,
this
really?
reggaeton music video. I forgot which one it was, but it was so
What?
quick. But we were there all day. Like they had to shave off everything so it could stick really good, and you could barely breathe in those. But yeah, there's jobs out there where they want people who are comfortable with prosthetics and the contact lenses, and so if you're
I've
good
seen
at
a lot
that.
of people wearing contacts lately. Have you noticed that? A
Mm,
lot of singers.
I can see that. Everybody wants to be so different. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna do that. And just to give you guys a little sneak peek, I am planning on getting not a fake eye, but I think like as I evolve as a person and as a the person who I am, I'm gonna go with white, like all white on my where the scar is. I'm gonna go with all white.
What do you mean?
Like just white, those contacts, and you just put them on, like,
Oh, okay.
and make my scar bigger, and kind of like it'll look
Wait,
like my eye got infected somehow, and
wait for Halloween or
not
just?
just for my character,
Oh, which
like
character?
me, Scar.
Oh, so
Yeah,
like
I plan on like just I'm not even supposed to be talking about it. Like It's just what I'm gonna do. Like I'm gonna evolve as a person. I'm working out. I'm gonna get tattoos, and I feel like changing like the color scheme. We're so used to just having black and gray tattoos. I want to go color. I want to go full beast mode. Make my horns bigger. Like just more tattoos. I'm just
Really?
like in a year from now, you're not even gonna recognize me. I'm just gonna be so different, like physically and mentally.
Oh, wow.
No, I shouldn't even be talking about it, like, cause I don't really like to spit too much game. You know, like I think a lot of times when you talk about what you're gonna do, a lot of people
Right.
be like, "Oh no, he's not gonna do it." But yeah, I'm in the process of
Right, right,
changing
right.
my whole look. Like we gotta evolve. We can't stay the same person like all the time. We gotta change who we are and just advance ourselves. You know, health is wealth.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Interesting. All right. Well, we're gonna get a new look from Scar in the next couple of years. So,
1 year.
okay. Well, I can't wait to see your transformation. Do you have like any weird rituals you do before you're like gonna do a role, like to prepare for it? Like anything mentally?
Well, I try not to smoke weed for sure.
Okay. Like when? Like the day before
I'll
or?
smoke the day before, but I won't smoke the
Oh, the
day
day
of.
of.
Yeah, because you don't want to go
Well,
there with
that's
your eyes all droopy or kind of red, or you want to be focused, you know? And a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
times when I'm on set, I don't smoke weed. I smoke weed till after. That's my reward to
Okay.
smoke after. I don't like to
Okay.
be on sets smoking and like being away from when they need you, because they need you to be on point.
Yeah.
They might add a scene, or they might need someone. Hey, well, I need someone to do this, and then you're right there, and they'll be like, "Let's go." You can't. When you're on set, it's like you're on a football team. You gotta be ready to go. You know, you can't be like other people. They want to lollygag in the parking lot. They want to talk to the females. They want to be right there, like not paying attention. I'm there. I'm ready. Like, hey, what do you need? Like, I'm ready to just go. Like, and a lot of times when I'm on set, we get done because they give us a time limit sometimes, and they're like, "Hey, well, like we're done, but we need a few people to stay." Like, I always stay because I want to be seen. That's what I'm there for. To I'm not there for a paycheck. When they call rap and they need some people to stay, everybody's like, "Yeah," everybody's excited to go home. Like, no, I want to stay there. I want to be there. I want to like
Wow.
be in the thing, and a lot of people don't understand that. That's why
Yeah. You're
they're
doing that
not.
extra
Mhm.
1%,
Mhm.
which adds up, people.
Mhm.
I'm sure that's like made a lot of people notice you, people that are in production and
Mhm.
directors, and that's how you keep getting more and more roles. That's really good advice. You know, just do a little bit extra, and that's in anything in life. You know, it's hard. It's easy to say and hard to do.
Yeah, you gotta come to set prepared. Bring all like the accessories, like bring extra clothes, like iron, like on point, shaven, or however they want it to be. Like just come ready. Like you gotta understand these directors, they wanna bring their vision to life, and sometimes you can even make it better than they even thought about. Like you know,
That's
so.
true.
Hmm.
Man, see? Like that's why you're getting more and more roles, you know. You're really not just thinking as a role as just like one dimensional. You're taking it even further, and I'm sure that's directors are gonna
Man, I could tell you
love.
guys so much. Like I'm gonna tell you about the tax collector. I was in this movie, The Tax Collector,
Mm-hmm. With
with
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf and Conejo. I was at home one day, and they were like, "Hey, can you come to set? Someone didn't show up." I'm like, "Sure." I went to set. I didn't know what movie it was for. And then next thing you know, they had me in the scene with Shia LaBeouf. They gave me an action scene, and I'm over here like getting the money and the tires, and they made the cut. But the cool thing about that was that they also showed that on the trailer. And when you're on the trailer for a movie, like it's like, okay, that's dope, like you know.
Hell yeah.
And I got that opportunity because someone didn't show up. You know, so a lot of times people don't. And even the cholos try. That day I was at home. I was actually making candy roses to sell to the kids outside coming from school, and they hit me up like, "Hey, can you come to this shoot? It's only $40." And I was like, "Oh, all right." Like,
The pay was only $40.
$40. And the guy was like, "Man, if you don't come, I don't know how I'm gonna get home because I don't have any gas money." And I was like, "All right, I'm gonna keep the story short." But I was like, "Yeah, I'll be over there." I did the thing, got my $40, did the show. They didn't think nothing of it. A week later, I'm just walking down the street, and everybody's yelling my name, like, "Hey, Scar!" Like, "Hey, I saw you." My neighbors start talking to me. I'm like, What's going on?" Like, and next thing you know, like I'm looking at the numbers, it's at 1 million, and then I look at later 2 million, 10 million. all in a day, like it just keeps blowing up, and everybody's calling me, everybody's hitting me up. I'm getting all these friend requests, and that's how my life just changed because I took that chance. I didn't think about the money. I was
Yeah.
just there to because my friend couldn't. He wasn't gonna be able to get home, and I was like, well, I'll take those $40, and we get to do something. I'm like, cool, like let's do it, And a lot of people won't. They'll be like, oh, how much does it pay? Like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'd rather just stay home and like. But I'm in it to win it. I'm gonna keep taking all these
Hell
opportunities
yeah.
that you guys are not taking, and I'm gonna just fucking just take it.
No, hell yeah. You're making things happen. I love it. This has been like really fun to just watch all the roles. Ever since I met you, I met you on, I know we saw each other on the OGZ music video set,
That
but
was pretty
didn't we
dope.
meet before then? I feel like we met
You
before
know, I
then.
meet people all the time and I forget, but I mean, I'm just like a leaf in the wind. I just no matter where I go, I meet a lot of people, and I try to be cool with everybody. And
Yeah,
we
you were really cool.
I always try to see like how can we grow together. How can we do something and just keep going? And that's what it's all about. Just making connections. It's all
Yeah,
about networking. It's not who you know, it's who knows you.
exactly, exactly. So what about Shia LaBeouf? Like, doesn't he like? I saw him like trying to be a gang.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shia LaBeouf is cool, man. Like I got to set that day, and some fools. We shot that at the Alameda Swami, and some OGs came up to me. They were looking for a lighter. But Shia LaBeouf, I guess he was looking at me from, or he was looking at the action from, you know, like a block away, and he came running like, "Hey, what did those fools tell you?"
What?
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, they just wanted a lighter." He's like, "Oh, okay." Like Shia LaBeouf was ready to stomp them out, like, but these guys were big, like, I was like, "Fool, you better like calm your ass down, like, you gonna start
He was
something.
down.
He gonna start something out of nothing." There's a lot of people out there trying to, but yeah, he was down. He was down for sure.
Oh, I love that. That's kind of like the video you put out with Anwar.
hmm
I'm just
But you know
kidding.
what? I don't mean to put Shia LaBeouf's um business out there, but he does get carried away on set. Like when it's time to do like the action scenes, he gets a little carried away, and I guess you will
He's down. He
you
seems
was you.
down.
Some people will say, okay, that's great acting skills, but some of the other actors don't really appreciate that. And he knows, but it was all a learning experience. I think we were all trying to create something good with the tax collector.
Yeah, no. Shout out, Shia
I was
LaBeouf.
with him in the movie Honey Boy. I don't really talk about a lot of films that I'm on. At this point, I think I just do what I do, and that's it. If you see it, you see it. If you
Hmm.
don't, you're gonna see it one day. If you don't, you just don't see it. But
Yeah.
I was in the movie Honey Boy with him. It was his comeback because he had disappeared for a while, and he did this movie Honey Boy. It's about a life about him, and he played his dad in the movie, and I played the pimp on the set, and I was there for a few days. It was pretty cool, and I got to see him work,
Wow.
and I think he was like one of the first real celebrities that I got to work with because I saw the paparazzi outside just trying to get shots of him. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this guy's big, like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's definitely big actor,
Yeah,
and
watch Honey Boy.
hmm
Yeah, it's really good. For
yeah.
anybody that wants to get in the industry, watch Honey Boy because that one shows how he got into the industry and everything that came with it, like the
Mm,
temptation, like the money,
yeah.
like him being a single father, well, his dad being a single father and try to and being him.
And he's from LA, right?
I'm not sure. I
I feel
should have
like he's from LA.
I should have paid more attention to the movie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I mean they shot it. He started over here in LA, so his dad would take him to set, and like just the conversation they had, it was so funny. But yeah, it was like his dad was there, and like you see how hard it is just to be in this industry and the sacrifices and how long it takes. It doesn't happen overnight,
Yeah.
and when it does happen overnight, that's the first step. You could lose it like in a week. It could all be gone. You got to keep working harder than
Yeah.
ever to keep that flame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that reminds me of like how singers say, you're only as good as your last song.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like this day and age in social media, it's like things move so fast
Yeah,
that
everybody wants to go viral, but trust me, like going viral once is not gonna.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna change. It's not gonna change much. You got to keep it going. Like
For
my
sure.
first viral video was 25 million views, then 26 million views, then 10 million views, then
Yeah.
2 million views, and just last week, just keeps going. Trust me, it doesn't get any easier. It gets harder.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of pressure that comes with it, I'm sure.
It's more work, more work.
Hell yeah. Um, so what do you feel about like boxing? You have any opinions like on this upcoming Jake versus Mike Tyson?
Oh man, I love Mike Tyson.
Okay.
I think what Jake is doing is just like exploiting these people. But
Mm-hmm.
you know what? This would be a good opportunity for Mike Tyson to just like knock this guy's head off
I
and just
hope so.
stop playing. Cause I seen his last fight. Mike Tyson fought with this other guy.
Yeah, but that wasn't a real fight, right?
I don't
It was
know.
an exhibition.
Yeah, and it seemed kind of like, and at the end he was like all happy, like, nah, I want Mike Tyson to kill
Yeah,
Jake Paul on the ring. Like, I want him to like just stop this guy Jake Paul from making a joke out of this sport.
exactly.
Boxing is it's a dangerous sport.
Jake Paul's a troll.
Yeah.
He's trolling boxing.
And there's too many trolls on social media too right
For
now. Everybody
sure.
just runs their mouths and says whatever they want. And Mike Tyson had a good quote. He says that we live in an age where everybody can say anything without getting punched in the mouth.
Exactly.
And I think Mike
Well,
Tyson.
hopefully Mike will punch Jake.
I saw him a few times. I saw Mike Tyson at Universal Studio once.
I saw
And
him.
he's
At,
so big. He's huge. He's like. I was like, whoa, like I was like Mike, and then he turns around. I'm like,
He said hi to me too.
yeah, he says hi for sure.
He like gave me a head nod, and I was like, starstruck. I was like, Mike Tyson just said hi to me.
And
He was holding an ice cream too.
oh yeah, and I always feel that connection with Tupac because I know Tupac loved them, and I
Oh,
always
I
feel
didn't
like
know that.
when I see Mike Tyson, I see Tupac, like you feel that energy, like we're all one, like you know
Oh,
what I
that's
mean?
right.
Like
No, I did hear that.
I love like feeding off of that, like you know.
That's true, man. Mike Tyson's.
I was doing them, and then there was this one called Film on TV where people will fight in like a container, like those truck containers, and we'll go
Oh
at it, like,
shit!
and that's how I started. That's we'll fight,
Are
with
you
like
serious?
two against one, one against one, but we'll be out like the other guys will be bigger, and I chipped my teeth out on one of them. But man, it's very dangerous. I was doing it for a few episodes, and until the last one, it got super crazy. I was doing too much, and but yeah, it's like just
It,
something you guys don't know, but
that's
maybe
crazy.
one day I'll share. But yeah, I used to do a lot of. I learned not to do those fake pranks anymore. Those background for pornos. All these stuff that's really exploiting us. Like so, now I'm on
Yeah.
a different path. Like we all gotta start somewhere, and I'm on the whole
So that's how you
different
got
level.
into acting, is like looking on Craigslist.
Mm-hmm. Craigslist. It's
Okay.
different now, but back then it was like more real, more crazy stuff. Like. But you know what? My first acting thing was really with the Jose Luis show, Jose Luis Sin Censura.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like the Jerry Springer of Mexicans.
And what were you doing?
Well, I just called them because I wanted some free tickets.
Okay.
And I was like 19 years old at the time, and they were like, oh, "Okay, would you want to be on the show?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And then we get on the show, and they give you this fake scenario. Okay, your girl's cheating on you with this other guy, and you just gotta act it out. I'm like, "Okay, cool, I'll act it out," even though I never done anything like this. We just did it. But the fights with the people on the audience were real.
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't
So,
see how you could really fake the fights.
so they do these grappling things, but I wasn't gonna start grappling with the guy. I started punching this guy out.
Oh shit.
Pretty much, I just lost all control. Like that was me. That was the me back then. I think that people want to bring out of me. Like I could not control myself, and I started calling the guy out. Hey, well, come on, come. And then I called him out.
Yeah.
I beat him up.
You got too into
Hmm.
character.
Yeah. Well, I got too into me. Like I forgot about the whole thing. And then even when they broke for for the break, I was like, "What's up? Who wants to get down?" And nobody wants them. And then at the end of the show, Jose Luis sets me up. He's like, he asked some guy, "What do you got to say?" And the guy's like, "Well, now that fool's a punk." He calls me a punk, and I couldn't fight no more because my hand got damaged in the first fight. So I see this guy coming at me, and I'm like, "Oh shit, what am I? I don't want to just run out the stage like I can't, like I'm scared." So I just wait for him to get closer, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm sitting on a chair. Why don't I get this chair? And I slam him. you know.
Oh
And I got the chair and I
no.
just slammed him like
Oh my God.
really hard. And then his homie saw that, and then he ran up against me like, and I'm dodging and everything like the Matrix, like trying not to get hit. And yeah, it was fun, man. And you could see right there, I was just laughing like that was me when I used to be crazy. I think in this day, like I can't do that anymore. I have a lot to lose, like, and then I feel
Hmm.
like if I get in a fight, that person's gonna want to come back with a gun,
Oh
or
yeah.
or I'm gonna lose because of who I am, and I
Right.
think that's why right now, like, I gotta be on guard more than ever and avoid these people and avoid certain areas because I'm gonna um, I'm gonna win and I'm gonna lose at the same time. So I'd rather
Yeah.
just avoid these places.
Yeah, no, and that comes with being, well, getting notoriety, people try and test you and pull you back into your old ways. And um, so, yeah, you just have to stay the course, and because that's what they know will kind of, get you off of course is if they can get you a rise out of you, basically. So that's hard, man. That's like
Yeah, it's
hard.
hard. Yeah.
It's hard to not flip on.
And the bigger you get, don't get it wrong. You're gonna make a lot of enemies. Like the more positive you do, the more people are gonna come after you. It's just this. That's just. It's like a cancer out there. Like this hatred. I went to church and the pastor actually said something really that kind of made sense. Like these people have so much hate in them. Like it goes in their bones and it just contaminates them. Like, and these people are contaminated. Like they just have all this hate in them. But the people
Mhm.
that do show love, like that's what I'm doing it for. Like, and
Mhm.
even the haters, man, I'm gonna keep squashing these haters. Like,
Hell
they've
yeah.
been crushed, and all the kids that look up to me, even the older people that the OGs come up to me and be like, man, I love what you do. Like, I'm doing it for them.
Yeah. No, I love that for sure. That's how you know you're doing something right, man. When you got people that fuck with you and then people that want to critique you all day, And at the end of the day, like, you're not in that person's shoes, you know. You
Hmm.
could say what you would have did, or because people like to give their opinion, like, oh, why did you say that? Why did you do that? But you're just not in our shoes. You're not in that person's shoes. So I try not to judge people as much. But it's hard, man. It's hard. Like, doing this YouTube show, and I've been reading the comments. The comments have been real crazy, guys. And I'm just trying to do me and be authentic. And as you can see, there's everybody has so many sides. So you can't ever please everyone, unfortunately, as much as I want to. So any funny stories about like the last celebrity that you were with? Well, I know you were with Anwar, and that was like funny as fuck. So I hope everybody goes checks out his Instagram and goes watch that.
I mean, I just did a music video with Post Malone, and
Oh, okay.
I mean, he was pretty cool. He talks to everybody. Like he comes in smiling. A lot of these celebrities sometimes they come to set like maybe it's not their day, so I try not to judge them. But um, I did a Hollywood Husbands of Hollywood with Karen Hart,
Oh my
and
god, Kevin Hart.
mhm.
I love that show.
And I haven't even shared it. Like I don't talk about this stuff. It's like I don't feel like I don't want to keep posting my stuff because I feel like it's gonna like motivate the haters. Like if you see me, you're gonna see me. But I'm in this episode of the Hollywood Husbands
That show is. I
Husbands of
didn't even.
Hollywood.
I didn't know that they were still filming.
Yeah, and I was playing a tattoo artist. No, we shot that a while back.
Oh, okay.
But
That show is funny.
but
I love that show.
Kevin Hart goes into the tattoo shop and he wants a piercing. And I don't know how we ended up like I ended up piercing his balls.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so he gets on the chair and puts his shit like, and it was so cool because like they were like, okay, we're gonna get you in different underwear, and then Kevin Hart was like, no, come on, let's just do it. I'm just gonna take my stuff down there, just and I was like, okay, like Kevin Hart is like a hard worker. He just no excuses, like he just wants to get shit done, just like Anwar. Like I see their work ethic. They're just hard workers. They don't no excuses.
They
There's a lot of
commit.
yeah, yeah. So we're
They
like,
commit
okay,
to the
so he
vision.
went like this, and I'm right there piercing his balls, and he's screaming to the top of his lungs, and I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like he's like,
Oh my
he
god.
starts cursing me
I
out
love
because
Kevin Hart, man.
I guess I was being too rough with him. And I was just like, I didn't know what to say. I was just like,
I gotta look that
you know,
episode
but
up, man. I love Kevin Hart. He's funny as
that was like
fuck.
one of the funnest and funniest moments like in this career. Like, and it was with Kevin Hart. Like, it was pretty dope. And we were hanging
That sounds
around.
crazy.
Yeah, we were hanging out behind the cameras, and we are talking. And he's just like, we forget that a lot of these celebrities are just they're just people. They're just like, okay, well, what we gotta get done today, like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Actors, you guys are entertaining. Any secret talents? I heard, we found out
Secret
you're really
talents.
trying to be a chef was your other hobby. Love that. I know the
I mean,
women can appreciate that.
I wish I could say I could fish, but I'm like, I'm the worst at fishing.
You like going out on boats?
No, I don't. I mean,
Oh,
I could tattoo. I just don't like really tattooing too much because it takes a lot of time and energy from what I do. But I do tattoos. I mean, I'm a father. Like, I love to cook. I cook every day. But I think my number one skill is like just putting people to work and making connections. Like, that's what I'm good at. Like, I'm good at building resources. Like,
mm-hmm.
and I think I heard a few weeks ago, a rich man is someone that has a lot of resources. And yeah, I've been able to
Mm-hmm.
accumulate a lot of resources. And I think that's my skill. I'm a people's person. There's a lot of people that aren't people's person. And
Mm-hmm.
I talk to people. I can feel the energy. I know
Yeah, we were
who
talking about that before we started recording.
I know who really wants it. And like that. That's what I do. I can I see right through people. And I try to get people involved in what I do, like, you know.
Yeah, like even on the OGZ music video set, like you didn't know me, and I just kept going to stand by you. Like I don't know, I was just like, I don't really know anyone here, but I'm gonna go stand next to Scar because I just felt like you would be most interesting person kind of to talk to there. And shout out to your boy, that was
Jimmy.
that was with you, yeah, Jimmy. Shout out Jimmy because he's cool too.
Yeah, he brought me there. I didn't know what to expect, and it was cool, man. I like to see the brown and black unity there. You know,
Hmm.
it was all love.
I
No,
wanted to stay. I had to go.
oh, yeah, there was no drama. Like, nothing happened. Like,
Yeah,
it
it was
was
a
all
good
cool.
shoot.
Like, we need more of that.
Yeah, I didn't get to see OGZ, but that was fun to be there. I had to go. But Jimmy had brought his own cooler
Oh yeah,
on
he likes
set.
to drink.
He had his own like little cooler of Coronas
Yeah,
in there.
you know, and drinking on set, it doesn't really go hand in hand because there's a lot of people that can't handle their alcohol, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
So
weren't drinking, huh?
I think I drink
All
a
right.
couple, but I'm not really a drinker. Like, I'm not really, I like to smoke more,
Yeah,
but
that's how I am.
I'm like the most healthiest bud smoker. Like, I'll smoke
Same.
all the time, but just a little bit at a time. Like, I'm not like my homies, they just like to smoke blunt after blunt. Like, I just like to get my little head changed. And
Yeah.
like, I guess micro dosing, like, you know, like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
weed. Yeah, that's how I do it. Like,
Oh, that's like me. That's what I do too. And yeah, these are some life hacks, people. Like
hmm
you can just kind of stay level and
hmm
stay healthy and
moderated.
smoking weed is, I think, a little bit healthier than drinking alcohol. There's no hangover, but well, we'll be doing some more episodes soon. Hopefully, we'll have you back and appreciate your time. And
For sure.
thank you, everyone, for watching. Let me know where you're watching from. Also, I just want to announce that we just got memberships activated on YouTube. So become a member. Look at all the perks you'll get. And I would love to see you guys on some more exclusive behind the scenes videos. And I appreciate everyone that's subscribed. And don't forget to like and comment. Let me know where you've seen Scar at. What's your favorite role that he's done? Put it in the comments below. I'll be reading them all. Any final words before we wrap up?
Like you said, just represent where you're from, but don't forget that it's not where you're from, it's where you're at. So do what
Mm.
you can with where you're at and your time that you have here and just make the most of it.
Yeah, for sure. For
And
sure.
have each other's back. You know, stop backstabbing each other. Like, let's stop the hate and let's create.
Exactly. Thank you, Scar.
For sure, for sure. I'm
Thanks for
out.
being here.
Much
All
love.
right, guys. See you on the next one. Peace out.